excited for this next hour on the Pat and Aaron Show. Pat Donovan is on vacation, Aaron Jacobson here, but we've got Byrum Brown joining us in just a minute as we're going to get ready for the USF season, and then we're going to give Goons Getaway tickets away in just a little bit here, but very excited to talk with Byrum because they've got a lot of expectations this year, and he's got a lot of expectations as well. And you look at their schedule, and yeah, you got Bethune-Cookman to start. You don't want to overlook them, but you do have Alabama week 2. And then you got Miami coming up not too long after that, a couple weeks after that. So when you look at this schedule, especially early on, you got to get off to a hot start if you're USF. That is a tough early part of the schedule here to start the season off. But, of course, this weekend against Bethune-Cookman, that will be the big game we'll all be looking at and talking to with Byrum Brown in just a second here. And Byrum, man, he looks, and what a season he had last year. But from all the reports we're hearing, we know last year he played at about 207, and now he beefed up his body. He's at about 227 right now. So definitely a difference to the body. Let's go now to the hotline. If you could punch him in, please, Jason. I'm having some trouble with it over here. Joining us, USF quarterback Byrum Brown. Make sure you follow him on Twitter X at Byrum Brown 17. And I definitely want to talk about his really cool website and his brand going on right now, his Killer Bee brand, ByrumBrown.com. Byrum, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing great. I really appreciate you joining us today. So I have to imagine we're a couple days away. You got to be, what's the emotions like as we're getting ready to kick off another college football season?
Anxiousness, excited, just ready to go out there and perform with the guys and show all this hard work out on the field and do it in Ray J in front of our amazing fans.
So you added 20 pounds. Well, what's this about? How did you do this?
Coach Gio, our strength staff, and then our nutritionist Connor Blake, they put a great plan together, and it's not just me; it's the whole team that's made a drastic change to their bodies, whether they needed to up in weight or go down. It's just been a great summer and a great overall experience.
Byrum, give yourself some credit. I've tried. My listeners know, they know on the show, I'm trying to beef up a little bit. I'm trying to bulk up. I'm a little skinny, and I try, man, and I don't hit the gym obviously as much as I should. I still hit it, and I'm eating. And yesterday I ate so much food. I stepped on the scale this morning. I lost 3 pounds. So 20 pounds. It's not easy to put on that type of weight.
It isn't. You have to eat until you're full almost every time, and then you have to surpass that. And always just have snacks throughout the day. So that's what was emphasized to me, and then that's what I followed as I tried to gain weight. I got
to get into the training room over there at USF. Byrum Brown joining us, USF star quarterback. And Byrum, I recently saw an article from Matt Baker, the Tampa Bay Times, and the title, I don't know if you saw it, but the title was "Why Byrum Brown Can Be One of USF's Football's Most Important Figures Ever." Do you hear the outside noise? Is it hard to stay grounded when you do hear stuff like that about yourself and try not to get ahead of yourself?
I try to stay off social media as much as possible. So I really don't hear the outside noise, and then I'm really focused on what we have going on inside this building and obviously my family, but most importantly, this building. We're just focused on us. The inner circle Coach Golish preaches, and we're just focused on doing what we can each and every day and not focusing on the outside noise.
I have to imagine for where you guys are in that locker room at USF, you know your program, you know where you are, you know you're not in the SEC. You have some big matchups this year. Are you guys pumped? Do you feel different about now you got the new 12-team playoff system? Does it make you feel different? Is the energy different because of that?
I wouldn't say the energy is different. The goal has always been the same: win every single game, and but it starts with the first one, and we're going to take it one game at a time, and we're going to just pour into our process each week in and week out, and whatever the result is, but we're going to pour into our process and fight.
So I think you just answered my question, Byrum, of my next question of Bethune-Cookman this weekend. You're not looking ahead to Alabama week 2. As hard as that is, you're not doing that.
No, sir. We're just focused on this first week.
Now, let's talk about Coach Golish. A lot of success year one for him. What's it been like playing under Coach Golish?
Coach Golish, energy. Like, he always brings the juice, always pushing us to be the best that we can. And he's not going to do something that we're not going to do. He's not going to say something and that he won't do himself. So it's easy to follow him and go into battle each and every week with him and go into practice and just get better. He always wants the best for us, and he's going to tell us the truth each and every time.
When he's telling you the truth, is he always chewing on gum? Because I've noticed he has this addiction to gum.
Oh, yeah, he always has some gum.
Does that freak you guys out? Every time I hear him, I'm like, Coach, I saw him in the airport, too. He's chewing on that gum. I'm like, you love that gum, Coach.
Yeah, I think he has like a couple packs in his office. So if you ever need a piece of gum, just go to Coach Golish.
Byrum Brown joining us right now. Everyone looking forward to USF season here starting against Bethune-Cookman. Do you see yourself as a guy, like when you think about the end, this season and what it could look like, especially after the season you had last year? Do you dream about maybe at the end of it, you on the podium with that Heisman?
I mean, that's obviously a goal, but the main and biggest goal that I have is to win each and every game with the guys and just go one game at a time. I'm not really too focused on any personal accolades, but that's really it. I just want to go 12-0 and win with the guys.
Now, the NIL deals have made college football very different. The landscape of it's very different. I'm interested, Byrum, how is that handled, let's say, in your locker room at USF, as far as, some guys are making some money and some guys aren't? Is it something that's talked about?
It's not something that's really talked about, but I've been fortunate to have a couple of NIL deals where I could take care of some of my teammates. Like, I got a Bubble Down car wash deal that I was able to give free car wash gift cards to some of my O-line and people on the team. So I like to try to do NIL deals that will help the whole university. I'm still trying to work on that, but also stay focused on what the main goal is, and that's to win games. I
love it, man. I love it. And I'm happy for you and all the success that you've had and continued success. I'm looking at your website now, ByrumBrown.com, and I'm looking at the Killer Bee logo. That's a pretty cool logo. How'd you come up with that?
So my nickname as a kid from my dad was Killer Bee, just because I did everything like aggressive in a way. I guess that's what he would say. And then the two B's, BB, Byrum Brown, I thought it would be a nice touch, and to go with a Killer Bee, I think it fits nicely.
You've got some great stuff. I'm looking at some of the gear. You've got some of the T-shirts. You've got some good stuff on there.
Yes, sir. It took a little while to come up with what we exactly wanted to do. However, I think it all planned out the way we wanted, and then we're gonna make some tweaks here and there. But right now, I'm focused on this upcoming season and winning games.
Definitely. I want people to still check it out, though, because I think it's important. If you want to support your guy, we want to support our guys here, and he's supporting the offensive line. They're getting car washes, so go check it out, ByrumBrown.com. But when you look to this season, just the excitement that comes with it. I mean, just talk about when you think about college football and what you've had here at USF, just describe your experience of what it's been like, your college football experience so far.
I think the experience has been great. We have some great fans here in Tampa. They've greeted me and my teammates and welcomed us with open arms. And then just going out each and every Saturday and playing with, people that you're putting blood, sweat, and tears with out on the practice field with, spending all day with, I think there's nothing that compares to that.
Well, listen, we're all excited to watch you, especially Saturday, kicking this season off. It's nothing better than opening day football. Bethune-Cookman, it's going to be at Ray J, 7 o'clock. And if you see some skinny kid stealing the food and working on the weights in the gym, it might be me. It might be me, Byrum. Hey, thanks so much, Byrum. Appreciate your time.
Thank you so much. Go Bulls.
Go Bulls. There you have it. Byrum Brown, star quarterback for your USF Bulls. I mean, what an impressive kid. When you talk about, I should say young man, when you talk about his ascension last year and the season he had, I mean, some of the things that he did, I mean, really, the only other guy to do it, put up the numbers that you can compare, Jaden Daniels, Heisman Trophy winner, LSU, top pick for Washington. He's going to be starting against the Bucs in week 1 at Raymond James Stadium next Sunday. So impressive work already, body of work from Byrum Brown, and I really expect him to have continued success. Now, you want to have it early if you're USF because you got some tough opponents. You got Alabama, you got Miami early on in that schedule. So great stuff right there from Byrum Brown, and really appreciate him joining us. And if you missed any of that later on and you want to hear the beginning of that, just later go check out our podcast on the iHeartRadio app. It's free, and you can always search the Pat and Aaron Show.